Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Oakland Raiders. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They'll run on first down. Britt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Check three.
Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. So let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about it.
And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Kwiatkowski make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now. 8, read. Watching the time. Hey. Ready?
On first and 10, Sheldon. He finds Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Sheldon, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Sheldon. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
13 yards on the play. And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready up.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch out. Greystone, Travis. 5.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 6.
Here we go. 50, plant. 56. And watch that. Hey, dude. Get it.
From the gun, Sheldon able to find Roller. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Back to throw. Sheldon. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal at the 40.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback and makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sheldon. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Davis. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 10 now from the 27th. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Sheldon. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Check 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
SOS. 61, matchbox lights.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sheldon. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Sheldon. He'll get this one complete to Davis. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
On 1st down, Stevens, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
90, Wolf.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 99. Check 99.
Topper. Deep grip.
On 2nd down, it's Stevens. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
56 is the mic. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Hey, orbit. Get up.
Operating from the gun, Sheldon. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready, set.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. All you get is a headache.
Snap.
They'll run on 1st down. Stevens. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the gun, Sheldon. They will find Davis. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Looking to throw. Sheldon. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 16, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 47 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
At the Raiders' 26-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
58, come on. Watch the run. Watch the run. That's the 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. I got you. 58, boys, 58.
On 3rd down, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? we haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Let's go one more.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Nick Kwiatkowski has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
37's the Mike 37. Rip left.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Point after here coming up. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And Crowell lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
56. Hey, come on now.
Let's go.
To throw on third down. Sheldon. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Stand up in. Let's go, Mike. 50.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he is all the way up past the 25. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then against the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's put that team on the bus.
A first carry now for Kofradi Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Got it.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Here we go. Get it.
On 3rd down, Sheldon. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, 37.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete. James White. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
I know you felt
It's a
that.
pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Got 4 down. Hey, check my kick.
Jackson on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Come on,
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
On the ready.
56 is the mic.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Mike 56.
Now.
To throw on 3rd down. Sheldon will find his tight end. That's Waller. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Check 26, check 26.
Protein spill. Ready?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
December. Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
To throw on 2nd down. Sheldon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Sheldon. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
55, Mike, guys, 55. Right here. Mike, 55.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Here we go. Touch the elbow.
Right back to him on 1st down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's get it. Ready, 50. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike's 50.
To throw is Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So that'll back him up 5. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire. And they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets this into the hands of Taylor.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On the double.
50 seconds to Mike. I'm on.
On 3rd down, Sheldon. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A first down carry now for Cryle. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw on 3rd down, Sheldon. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Now it's Jackson, and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We've been witnessing a tale of two halves, really. Total domination on one side and half one. Now things have flipped, and after that last touchdown, it's a 2-score game.
And now their offense isn't just attacking the defense. They're actually attacking the other offense because they are rolling on the other side of the ball right now. They've got to calm it down. They've got to take control and find a way to put this game away.
56. Watch the blast. Watch the blast. Sponge.
They'll run it again with Crowell. So we got 3 at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Break.
56. Check 56. Check.
Recon. 132 fighter. Check go.
On third down, Crowell. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Night, sweetheart.
Crowell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Watch the safety creep.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating.